You haven't seen something so beautiful, have you, explorer? You walk out amidst the trees, bark smooth and black as pitch, lending them a kind of witchy elegance. It's a luscious red underfoot. The ground is carpeted with a mixture of red grass and crimson leaves that have fallen from the many long, interlocking branches up above. It's twilight. The sky is dark blue and dotted in white clusters of scattered stars. You can hear whispers in the air, the music of the forest. After being in so many terrifying places, you find yourself breathing so easy here. Could this really be level 14 of the Backrooms? It seems impossible. It seems too perfect, too lovely to be true. But it is, explorer. Welcome to level 14. Welcome to paradise. You keep walking, wanting to see more. Your eyes are practically watering with the majesty of it. The air smells like fresh-cut grass. In the distance, a fat white moon hangs in the heavens, somehow calming you with its rays. You feel like you're in some exquisite painting you may have seen once in a dream. Perhaps after all your suffering, this level is a reward, a reprieve, an oasis of light in the vast, cold desert of malice. As you walk, you notice more strange things on the ground. Are those bones distributed amongst the red leaves and grass? If they are, they look to be made of some shimmering crystal, diamond-studded. The moonlight shimmers off of them beautifully. What even is this place? You just keep walking, excited to see what you'll find next, when suddenly, a pang of hunger strikes you. It feels like a crude and ugly urge in a place as pristine as this. Just like the confusion and dread you feel when you reach for your backpack to find a snack, only to realize that somehow you're not wearing your backpack anymore. How could this be? Your food, your supplies, your weapons, how could they all be? Then you breathe in another lungful of that clean, crisp, slightly perfumed air, and your worries are chased from your mind. It's fine. You'll deal with this one way or another. You haven't survived 15 levels of the Backrooms by not being resourceful. Whatever is lost can be found again. It's just a matter of being patient and taking everything in due course. But still, you're hungry. You'll need to solve that. You keep walking through the strange woods of this fairy tale paradise, searching high and low for something that can sustain you. That's when you happen upon a dew-kissed apple, laying on the ground amidst the falling leaves. You've never seen a more delicious-looking apple. Carefully, you pick it up and study it. A marvelous specimen that feels like it should be sitting on a teacher's desk in a cartoon. It's plump and shapely, with deep, rich skin that shines somehow even redder than the undergrowth. Your mouth waters just looking at it. You feel your stomach rumble and decide it's time to indulge. You sink your teeth into the apple and eat a sizable chunk. It's every bit as delectable as the apple's appearance would suggest. You feel so good. What is it about this place that makes you feel so calm, so content? Even back in the old world, that was never you. Anxiety ate at you like a pit full of hungry rats. You had trouble sleeping every night because you'd lay awake in bed, staring at the ceiling, being harried by your worries, doubts, and fears. It was debilitating. You couldn't sleep, but there were so many days you couldn't even get out of bed. You were terrified of the world, even before you entered this realm filled with nightmares and monsters. You always had some invisible force kneeling on your chest, making it harder to breathe. But here on level 14 of the Backrooms, you can breathe so easy. You drink in the air. You want to get drunk on this place. Some part of you never wants to leave, but you also want to know why you don't want to leave. What's going on here? You keep walking through the seemingly enchanted forest until you happen upon a clearing. A vast, flat plain carpeted with the same red grass. And there are people here. Happy, smiling people, all dressed in white robes. It's a wholesome pastoral setting. People dance around a maypole. Others sit at a long table feasting and chatting happily. It's the most truly content you've seen other human beings in the back rooms. The air sings with the most beautiful music, but you can't see anyone out there playing it. Is it really out there, or just in your head? You can't quite tell. Suddenly, some of the dancing people notice you and begin to approach. They're smiling so warmly, their arms extended. You feel so welcomed. You hardly even notice it, but you're beginning to smile. It's the first time in as long as you can remember that you feel like you belong somewhere. The people of level 14 invite you into their clearing to join them in their revelry. They speak about this place with the same kind of reverence that you feel in your heart. They tell you that they'd had terrible experiences in the rest of the back rooms. They'd lost friends and loved ones to the monsters lurking on the many levels. They'd been chased by smilers and dullers, attacked by beasts in the deep, dark waters, and tortured mentally by the beast of level 5. Level 14 was an oasis, a reprieve from the horrors. Why would they ever want to leave? And their words, they resonate with you. You've experienced a lifetime of being unsafe. Is it really so wrong, so selfish, to want to take it easy for whatever time you have left? This place seems so nice. Don't you want to see the rest of it? Don't you want to make a nice little life for yourself here? One of the smiling robed people invites you over to a nearby dinner table. It is a beautiful feast, with various roast birds, apples, glass bowls full of delicious-looking berries, succulent sliced ham, and a variety of desserts, from elaborately molded jello to bowls of warm, delicious custard. The first apple was certainly tasty, but you couldn't be more eager to partake in this incredible meal. You take a seat, one seemingly reserved for you, and someone passes you an ornate metal goblet full of a fruity-smelling drink. You drink deeply. It is divine, transcendent. When you place your goblet down on the table, one of the others leans in with a jug and fills it back up. You're surrounded by so many grinning faces, all welcoming you, all wanting you to be here. It's such a warm, loving feeling. Is this place heaven? But now, it's time to eat. You and the others congregating around the table begin to fill your plates, cutting away parts of chicken, turkey, quail, liberating slices of ham, grabbing vegetables, and pouring on decadent sauces. After weeks or perhaps even months of energy bars and thermoses full of almond water, to eat real food like this feels like the greatest luxury. You eat ravenously. You want to take your fill, just like all the others. That's when you see one of the people across the table making eye contact with you, smiling. It's a slightly older woman, perhaps in her mid-50s. Maybe you're projecting, but she seems oddly motherly to you. "Are you glad to be here, explorer?" she asks. You swallow your mouthful of chicken, washing it down with a goblet of that tasty, fruity liquid. You nod, smiling politely in return. "Good," she says. "You're meant to be here. This is paradise. It's a beautiful, perfect place. A warm blanket, a soft, protective membrane that keeps us safe from the horrors of this universe. It is kindness and abundance. It is our mother and father. We will stay here, and we will receive its bounty." It is a little eerie, but you decide to continue smiling and nodding. The food is good, the vibes are immaculate. You don't intend to ruin anything. After all, who could blame someone for going a little loopy in the back rooms? It is a stressful place to be, to say the least. Perhaps once this might have bothered you. Maybe seeing something that seems a little eerie like that, a little off, would have made you feel nervous. You've learned to notice little things in the back rooms, but here, you don't feel that same sense of unease. It's as though, on this level, your brain is being flattened. That's when you notice another apple sitting on the table. It looks just like the one you found in the forest. So red, juicy, and plump. Ignoring everything else, you pick it up and take a big bite. Again, that delicious flavor cascades down your throat. You chew for a moment, savoring the taste, when suddenly, something feels off. It isn't so much the taste, but the texture. You feel like something is moving against your tongue. What the hell is that? You grab a napkin off the table and spit into it. What you see within horrifies and disgusts you. A blob of dark brown mush filled with wriggling maggots. Shocked, you turn and look at the apple you just took a bite out of. It looks rotten and withered, covered in furry mold with browning flesh within. It's alive with hundreds of maggots. You drop it onto the table with a horrified splat. "What's wrong?" the older woman asks. You look up and gasp. The table is completely different now. The food is rotten and rancid, covered in mold, hungry flies, and nasty wriggling creatures. The formerly pristine white tablecloth looks like used toilet paper. The robes of the people around the table are equally tarnished. The revelers, the people of level 14, are filthy and emaciated. The grime on them looks almost bone deep. Some of them are chewing on the old corpses of death rats. Others smile with chattering black teeth. There is no music anymore. The air smells like rot. The calm dissipates instantly. You open your mouth to let out a horrified scream, but before the sound can begin, everything is back to normal. It's as though a switch has been flipped. The food looks delicious again. There's music in the air. All the other diners around the table look normal once more, but now you've drawn attention to yourself. They're all looking at you, smiling. That sense of calm is trying to enter your mind again, but this time, it doesn't feel like a guest. It feels like an intruder. This level is trying to sedate you, to numb your perceptions, to keep you from noticing the truth of the matter. It's like you're in Plato's cave and you've just learned the meaning of shadow. What is seen cannot be unseen. You turn from the table and vomit onto the red grass, drawing even more attention to yourself. "Is something wrong, explorer?" the old woman asks. You don't want to answer her. You want to get out of this monstrous place. Without saying a word, you climb out of your seat and begin to run back towards the woods. You can hear the people in the white robes rising up from their seats to pursue you, but you don't have time to look back. Not if you want to live. And despite yourself, you now know that you really do want to live. Life is full of mixed blessings like that. You keep running back into the woods. They still seem beautiful for a moment. The red grass and leaves, the gorgeous dark trees, the shimmering crystalline bones. You blink for a moment, and momentarily, everything changes. The trees and branches are dead, rotten, and wilting. The ground is littered with decaying corpses all laying face down. The whole environment stinks of death, so thick and overpowering you feel the urge to vomit. You look over your shoulder and see the filthy people with soiled robes and hungry eyes sprinting through the forest after you. And lucky for you, their malnutrition leaves them without energy. Soon enough, they fall behind, fading into the darkness. Another blink, and everything is normal again. But you know what's really here. For as long as you live, you'll know. Want to stay tuned for the next exciting exploration into the Backrooms as we delve deeper and deeper into this liminal abyss? Be sure to subscribe to the Backrooms Explained and turn on notifications so you never miss another expedition. Now go check out Level 15 Futuristic Halls for more exercises into Backrooms terror.